Sunshine's Corner, brought to you by Pensacola Parks and Recreation.
And good morning, my dear friends. Good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And of course, you know what time it is. It is Wednesday. It is time now for our midweek motivation. You've stepped into the hottest spot there is in Pensacola. We're talking about Sunshine's Corner. Right here, you know, we talk about things that, you know, I call this the safe place where you can talk about the difficult conversations. So you're invited to step right on in and be a part of this conversation today. When I talk to you every week on Wednesday, I'm trying my best to motivate you in some way to take yourself to another level. And today is no different. I invited a very good friend of mine who wears several hats, that's doing so many things in the community, that I just had to have her with me to share her story so that she can inspire you as well. So you know what you got to do. Tell somebody to tell somebody now. If you want to be a part of this show, you can do so. You can call us up at 850-432-7768 or text that same number if you would like to be a part of the conversation. And we're going to not hesitate to do anything but go on over to my right so I can invite my good friend, Miss Tabatha Fields. How are you?
I'm good, Sunshine. How are you?
I'm doing great, and thank you for getting up early, because you know, usually when people say, I'll say, I need you here by 8:30, say, in the morning?
Yes, yes.
In the morning. But you know, thank you for doing that, Tabatha, because I want to share, this is how I think, we were talking about this even just a moment ago, collectively putting all of our resources together and what oh my God, we could be so powerful.
Yes.
But what you have done, and I'm going to start off, I'm going to say this because I think I watched you do this. And I think it's so phenomenal that anybody can do it when you put your mind together. When I met you in boot camp.
Yes.
I met you long before that, though.
Was
Did
it?
I?
Probably in passing.
Passing, yeah, we were hi. But anyway, when I met you in boot camp, then you went back to school.
Yes.
You got your degree. Now you're an educator. First you were doing photography. No, you were doing videos or something. You used to bring it out and say, I need to record this, gotta have this for my class. Now I gotta have this for my class.
Yes.
But I say that to say, there's a cliche that I used to hear at home, Montgomery, Alabama, and they'd always say this, that going back to college is the only adult thing to do. And when you did that, I never said it, but I watched you.
Yes.
And what you have accomplished. And we're going to share that story to motivate others that they can do the same thing. You know?
Most definitely.
I mean, come on, tell that story, because I think that is so beautiful. I've never said this to your face, but you see, I was watching you the whole time. And I thought that was so absolutely beautiful. That's what you've done. And I want to really speak to these young people that's out of school now.
Yes.
School is out. That don't mean that you relax. That means you go ahead and take that next step and get it over with, okay?
Right. Because
I think when they take that step, Tabatha, they go, I'll go back next time. I'm going to take a little longer.
No.
But tell us your story so you can inspire some people today.
Well, personally, I've always liked school. I've always liked to learn. I've always, school was never an issue for me, even growing up. I never wanted to stay a day out of school. So going to school was always something I loved to do. I love reading. Yes, I love research, and I love to collect resources. I just like learning new stuff, learning all the time. You never can stop learning.
Absolutely. Every day.
It's a constant thing every day. For instance, like we just went on vacation, and my daughter and a former step team member of mine, Jasmine, they're young girls, but they taught us so much during that trip. I learned so many things, how to use on my cell phone, put my battery on low mode. So you can actually learn from younger people.
Absolutely. They've got something to add to it.
So they taught me something else at 55.
That's right.
You know, so
look how she said that at 55.
Yes, very proud of my
I don't know how she got to be 55 and I'm still 32.
Oh yeah, no, I'll be actually I'll be 55 in July. I'm going ahead of myself. But back to school, I wanted to go back.
I'm 32, okay? All right.
32 and older. So actually, I started going back to school years before I actually completed my last 2 degrees. I started at Pensacola State to get my general education first. And when I stopped, like you said, the young people stopped. I was 20-something. My cousin and I, Lady Sanders, as we call her now, we both started together.
Did it?
Yes, we both started PSC together, and we both just stopped for a minute, got busy, started having kids and family. So we both stopped. So later on in life, when my children got to be in high school and cheering, I decided to go back and pursue my bachelor's degree.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And so I would be at the games with my computer taking quizzes because I didn't want to miss not one of my daughter's games. They 2 cheered and 1 played basketball in high school. So I was at every one. So if I had to study, I brought my books to the stands. I was in the stands cheering them on, hey, rah, rah. Go back and study. And I did my quizzes online. That called quiz had to be in before a certain time. So I would read during the day and study during the day. And then I also own my own business. I'm a cosmetologist.
That's what I'm talking about.
So it was easy for me to study, you know, in between clients. I just made it work. You just have to just put it in where it fit in. You just have to just schedule it. You have to, it's priority.
Absolutely.
So that was my priority. So if I have a client on the dryer, that's my time to read a couple more paragraphs, take a few more notes. So, and that's just how I did it. And then I went on from there. After I got my bachelor's degree, I went on and got my master's degree.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then
look at you now.
It just went on from there.
But you know, you see, look, did you not hear what she said? Okay, now she is an entrepreneur herself anyway.
Yes.
Okay, she owns her own business.
Yes.
Right there on 9th Avenue.
Yes. Tab's Beauty Salon.
Tab's Beauty Salon. I mean, like, she's doing that, went back to school, has a family.
Yes.
Got a beautiful husband, beautiful daughters, went back to school, obtained all this, and didn't miss a link.
No, it was
And
hard.
now, of course it is. Anything worth having, you got to work hard for it. And you're going to run into things that will try to say, oh, God, I need to put it down again. I need to stop. I can't do this right now. But you know what I can say about you also, what I've also watched, that I applaud you and your family. I'm talking with your mama. My aunt, your aunt,
cousins,
all of you all, right? You are so closely knit. You're so supportive of each other. I do believe we're related because they're always going back to my hometown. Right up there in Greenville, Alabama. And I know this. But I say that because I see the love. And I tell you, when it comes that way, and with your husband, he is such a supporter. And that is something I commend, and ladies, that you can see when you got somebody behind you that's going to be, that makes you work even harder. Hats off to you, Tony. I mean, but that's a good thing. And to say what you've done, what do you say to the kids that say, oh, I can't do this?
Oh, you can do it. Go back. Oh, I tell them all the time. That's like, and college is not, don't get me wrong, college is not for everybody, but do a trade. I know some people who have done good in their careers by just doing a trade.
You know, I hear that a lot now, that people are going, instead of going to the 4-year college, go to the 2-year.
You can do a trade, You got RNs, you got nurses that go for 2 years at Pensacola State College. You don't have to go, you don't have to per se go to a university or a college. You can do a trade if that's what you want to do. Because you'll get in college and you mess up your grant money because you don't really want to be there. So now you done messed up. So go on to your little trade and just do something.
And be like me, just finished paying for it.
Exactly. Be like me, still paying on it. So but it was well worth it. If I had to go back, I'd do the same thing again.
Absolutely.
You know,
that's great. And you see, for the younger people that are out, and people, the parents that are watching today, share this, because you can see this again this afternoon at 6 o'clock. So what I want you to do is make sure you get those young people around the TV and listen to this story that will inspire anybody to do anything. Here's a young lady, I mean, family woman, college degree, and then she joined a sorority.
I got on pink, but don't get it twisted.
Now tell her about that. Now she is really a Delta. I mean, when I say she's a Delta, I mean she is all the way. So when she gets to talking, it's all she. Tell us about that.
Okay, so I pledged Delta Sigma Theta Nu Kappa 2014 at UWL.
Did you hear that?
It was the best thing in my life
I could
have done, because I like one thing about Delta, where all the Greek organizations, people renouncing and denouncing whatever their reasons may be, we are based on Christian principles. So I don't understand, their analogy of why they are renouncing and denouncing.
What? I read about that.
Yes, it's been like crazy. I saw one other day they renouncing Jack and Jill. So I'm like, okay, what?
Jack and Jill, the kid thing?
Yes, I saw one on that about Jack and Jill. So I said, okay, now this is really going beyond. And Jack and Jill does amazing things.
Right, they do.
for the community and for kids all around. And same with Delta, but Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Oh, God, did you see how she rocked?
I have, this is my 10th year being a Delta, and I have been active ever since. I am a GEMS counselor. I am the second vice president. I'm over policies and procedures of the sorority. I work on various committees, and I'm going to pull out a shameless plug today. We are having our all-white event. July 27th, you can get your tickets at the sorority house every Thursday. We will be there.
You see how she got that in?
Yes.
Okay, every Thursday, get your tickets.
Yes.
This is, what do you call this fair?
Our white linen.
Yeah, white
yes,
linen.
Our white linen. Yes, our white linen. And Tracy Johnson, she does a great job organizing this event. And it's one of our signature events, but we kind of fell short during COVID season.
Of course.
So we're bringing it back this year. Our VIP tickets sold less than an hour. The VIP tickets was gone. When we put that link up, the VIP was gone. So yes, it's going to be a nice event.
The sisterhood, I think, is beautiful.
The sisterhood is amazing. Anytime we have any issue or we need, when a sister calls, a sister answers. And that is so true. Even with my step team, if I need help with some of the girls, all I gotta do is make one phone call or one text message, my soror will step right in and dive in and help me out. You know, that's just how it is. The sisterhood is just amazing. It is. It's amazing.
Do you all see the joy on her face when she's talking about these deltas? Well, I'm going to make it a little funny. She's got so happy when I brought up the deltas. When I talking about the school, she went past that quick. She said, oh, my sisters? Oh, and she went by to cry. But I noticed the sisterhood, and that's important to have somebody to uplift you, to be there for you.
Yes.
And I can tell by the camaraderie that you all have
yes.
that it's something beautiful. And I commend that, because there are a lot of places or things that try to initiate that, but the sisterhood is all broke up.
Yes.
You're going in different directions, you know what I'm
yes.
saying? And I really like that. So when it comes to, now I'm going to roll back, and we're still talking about education all the way up to, I'm just tapping on the things that I'm going to go into deeper. When it comes to, now that you are an educator and you see how they're trying to take so much of our history out of the schools, that our history is not important. Wrong answer. They want to, how is it that you address that? How do you feel about that? And are you still teaching that to your children? Please say yes. Go right ahead.
Okay. How I feel about taking our history out of school, I feel devastated. Our history is painful.
Yes, it is.
But it is so rich.
Yes, it is.
And it is so uplifting.
Yes.
When you see how far that we have come, and still striving to come, but still from where we came from, we have came a long way. So yes, I do. And my kids, my third graders, they actually love the history. Yes, they love it. I was just telling someone yesterday on the bus, we had a Black History program. That's why I love working at Jacqueline Harris. Because the things that Miss Lewis instills in those kids,
and I have to give her credit.
Yes, and the programs that we do, the extended days, all of those things that we do at the school is to enrich their lives.
Exactly.
Because we are not just only building them up academically, we're also building them socially. And I have relationships with my parents even after the kids are gone.
Now, I noticed that because you brought the kids once when I was at another place at the radio station. You brought them by for a tour. And I could tell how you were with those children.
Yes, I have relationships with the parents and the kids even after they're gone, because once they get in my possession, I feel like, you know, that they're my babies.
Absolutely.
You know, and I care a great deal for them, not just as their teacher, but also as I get kind of like a mother figure over them, you know, just try to lead them and guide them to go the right way. And once you get that relationship with the children, and then the parents know that you really care for their kids,
it's a difference.
Baby, you got them now. All I can do is make a phone call. Hey, little Johnny's not acting right today. Can you talk to him for me? And it makes it easier. So we work together for that child so he can learn, he or she can learn the right things to do and the right way to go, because the world is so evil. And I tell them all the time, you ain't gonna have a little cutesy, little pretty, little third grade face all your life.
Amen.
You're gonna be grown one day. So you gotta learn how to live in this world. And it's not going to always go your way, you know.
And that's why I think it's so important as far as their history, because when you know your history, you know something where you come from, you can figure out where you're going and how the world is today. I'm so glad to hear you. And let me say to Miss Celestine Lewis, I thank her.
Yes.
For what she's doing to maintain her school.
Yes.
To keep that so she can continue to educate our young children on what and how they should be. Don't take away your history. Let's keep this there.
Yes.
Because when I heard that, and I was reading, even with the so many things that's for the Black community that's being taken away, I think it's just painful that it is trying to do that. But when you educate a child and teach them, when you say about that rich history that we have, that causes them to work even harder to be a productive citizen in the society as it is today, that is trying to regress instead of progress, to put something to hold back what you won't be able to do. I'm just saying how I feel today.
Exactly.
And
Preach, sister.
I commend you on what you're doing, because I can tell even your kids. One of your students that you brought to
Myra Robinson.
She ran up to me in the store. Oh, that's Miss Sonshine. Oh, I mean,
told me.
And she's a sweetheart.
Yes, she is.
And but I say that. But ladies and gentlemen, we want you to be a part of this conversation, even with the fact that she is an educator. But some of the things that she does, if you want to have questions or make statements, that you can be a part of this show. Call us up at 850-432-7768, or you can text that same number. We'll be back with more Miss Fields right here on Sunshine's Corner.
Empire Truck Sales, located at 2255 West Detroit Boulevard in Pensacola, is your Freightliner, Western Star, Detroit Diesel, and Cummins dealer for Northwest Florida. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturdays and Sundays, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., providing sales, service, and parts. Empire Truck Sales is also your Oasis dealer for Freightliner custom chassis RV and motorhome repairs. Running I-10 will get you in.
Many who consider facial plastic surgery are concerned their results will look unnatural. But with over 20 years of serving the Pensacola community, his thousands of satisfied patients have made Dr. Derek Jones a trusted reconstructive and facial plastic surgeon known for industry-leading results that look natural. Call 850-484-FACE to schedule a consultation at one of our locations in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
I'm Dr. Derek Jones. Trust your face to a facial plastic surgeon.
Lloyd's Glass and Correct Calibration Services is a one-stop shop because you can come get your windshield replaced, and right behind that replacement at the same appointment, we will calibrate the cameras, and when you leave, everything's ready to go. There's no need to go to the dealership, or there's no need to come back for another appointment. We just take care of it at one time. We put the customer first, and we strive to do everything right the first time.
Lloyd's Glass and Correct Calibration Services, your one-stop shop with same-day service.
There are many reasons someone may need in-home care, whether it may be respite care, them recovering from surgery, or having a chronic condition. Having someone dedicated and reliable is imperative. Supplemental Support Care Services was created to provide to those who are in need with quality care that they deserve in the home. Taking it a step further, our main goal is to ensure that Supplemental Support Care Services is where the love and care is top priority.
Well, welcome back to the hottest spot there is in Pensacola. This is your information link right here at Sunshine's Corner, and you know this. Thank you, Miss Fields, for coming in, because this conversation is really something else, and I thank you. And let me say good morning to, I think she said Pauline. Thank you so much, Pauline. I greatly appreciate the fact that you are watching. And for all of those that are watching that reach out to me, let me say to you this morning, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you, because without you, there's no me. And I appreciate you so very much, because this is where my heart is, just keeping the community updated on what's happening in and around so we can better ourselves. Now, again, I want to remind you also, if you want to be a part of this conversation, you can call us up at 850-432-7768, that number on the screen. You can call or text that number as well. Now, Tabatha, we were talking about with your being an educator. My mother and my sister were both educators.
Oh, great.
And oh God, my sister, rest her soul. Oh Jesus, she was one that, did I hear you say that? I mean, Mary, I love you, girl. But I say this, with Miss Lewis, I have to give Miss Lewis her props. When she has it in here, it's coming out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, and no, but she pushes it, makes it work right. And with a person that you're working with like that daily, doesn't that motivate you also to make sure?
Oh, most definitely, yes. She's the reason why I'm here, because I was just doing hair, you know. I'm just working in my beauty salon, and she came by, and she asked me could I help her out. I was supposed to just be there, just to help out for a few months. But when I got there, I loved it, so I just stayed. And this will be the 6th year already.
I can't believe that, man. Time has flown by. Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, but that's when you love what you do. A person can tell.
Yes.
You're going to give it 150%.
Yes.
And you don't look at the hours.
Nope.
Because you're looking at the product that you are working with, which are the children.
Investing in the kids.
You are invested in our future, because they are our future tomorrow.
Yes, I tell them that every day.
They are our tomorrow.
They are.
So, and this is why I want to go another route today, to inspire people, because I know school is out. And I know a lot of kids. I had Coach Benny on the other day, and he was talking some of the same stuff. That's what inspired me to take this on to this level, that when we got our children, even the ones that give us a little trouble sometimes, we still got to grab onto that child.
Oh, yes. Them the one you love the most.
You got to pour more into them.
A little more, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I see that with Jacqueline Harris Preparatory Academy. Hands off to her. And with your children, how do you, with the ones that try to be rebellious, how do you handle that?
Oh, those are the ones that you like really pull in the most.
Really?
Because underneath all of that, just soft and mushy and the sweetest kid that you ever want to know. But you have to hold them accountable.
Right.
You have to be stern, but you still have to still love them. You know, and once it comes back to the same thing. If children know when you really care about them. You know,
grown folk too now.
Yeah, grown folk. Yes, grown folks too. But a baby really knows.
Yeah, they pick up on it.
And so they know. And even though they be a little rebellious, still you have to still hold them accountable to what they have done, and you have to speak to them a different way than you'll do another, because you might trigger it off and might go left.
Right.
So if you go with love and kindness, but the stern is still, you gotta stay stern.
That's right.
You gotta stay stern, but you gotta love them still.
Don't bend in when they think you're gonna make you bend.
You can't bend. No, you can't. You gotta stay stern. Because one thing I learned about children, they love structure.
Exactly.
And they love organization. If you show that you cannot control your class,
right, well,
or you don't stay on that schedule, then they're going to control you. So from day one, you start that. You let them know right then from day one how class is going to go, your expectations of them. And it's not going to go smoothly. Nothing is smoothly. Something's sometimes going to go left. But you got to know, as an adult and as a teacher and as an educator, how to reel them back in, and how to keep that focus, and how to maintain that relationship with that child, and that parent. Because I love them all. It doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter the behavior, because by the end of the year,
you got them.
Yeah. By the end of the year, you're going to soon reel them on in. They still might act out, because children are going to be children.
Right.
They are going to be children.
What's the grade level that she goes to? Jacqueline Harris. Okay.
5th.
Okay, that's good. So you got that time when you can, you're molding them.
Nurture them.
Right.
Right there.
And molding them, getting ready for tomorrow. Now there's an educator, I've looked for the message, I don't know how I deleted it accidentally, but she was an educator that reached out to me. I think her name was, I hope if I mess it up, you know, I'm just thinking, I'm trying. This lady, I can't tell you what I deleted it, but I'm saying it because I want her to get back in touch with me, because she was talking about the same things that you and I are talking about. She's an educator, and she wanted to have a conversation about the kids, and I commend her for reaching out. Forgive me that I lost I deleted the number. I get so many messages.
She'll listen to hear and call you.
Yeah, maybe she'll hear me today and call, and we can go further with that because I really want to talk to her. But I deleted the message somehow. It was in Messenger, as a matter of fact.
Oh.
I hate that. I hate it with it. But you see, let's go back to how you juggle the both: teaching, beauty salon, diamonds, church, and Sunday morning. If I don't get to church, I got to just go to my computer. I took my phone off, because she gonna have it up to.
Zion Primitive Baptist Church. Elder Brandon Mason is our pastor.
He'll be on with me on the 7th.
He'll be on here on the 7th.
Uh-huh.
I'll be tuning in. Yes.
On the 7th of August.
August.
Yes, because he's so booked up.
Yes, yes.
He's very booked up.
Yes.
But how do you juggle the two?
The 5.
Okay, all of that.
Yeah, active in church, my sorority, school teacher, the Red Diamonds, and a mother. And I'm about to be a grandmother in November. I'm very, very proud of that.
Oh, she's joining the club. Oh, she'll be, is it a he or a she?
It's a boy.
Well, he'll be born on November 6th.
November 6th?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's my birthday.
I'm going to tell. Yeah, she is due in November. But how I juggle them, I really don't know how I juggle them. I just juggle them. I do what has to be done. If something is due more so for the school side, that's where my focus is going to mainly be. But if I have to do something for the sorority side, my focus is going to be there also. Mm-hmm. But it's the priorities.
The balance is up.
Yes, it's the priorities. What has to be done first, what needs to be done the most, and the most time is always the kids. Because I teach 3rd grade,
right,
where these kids has to make a certain number on the PM3, Progress Monitoring 3, in order to be promoted to 4th grade. So
you
most
teach them,
of
is it just the core subjects?
It's the core subject. They have to know text structures. They have to know graphics and feature text.
3rd grade.
3rd grade.
God, I'm glad I came along when I did.
Yeah. So they have to pass that Progress Monitoring 3. So during the year, that's what I'm prepping them for and preparing them for, is to pass this test. So I'm always researching, trying to find different things, different avenues, hands-on activities for them to learn the techniques without so much lecturing, make it fun. Because once you make it fun, then they learn a little bit better. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, with all of these balls that you're juggling, all these hats that you wear, now, where's Tony?
Oh, we get our time. We get our time. Matter of fact, we'll be going to the Kappa Ball when we get back. Where we're going to vacation this weekend. Then we going to the ball next weekend. Tony is not like me. We like night and day. Like I'm the outgoing one. Tony is the laid back one. Yeah. So I don't ever ask him to go. I just always buy his ticket and say, oh, we're going to the Kappa Ball here. Oh, we're going to the Essence Festival this week. I have to do Tony like that. And that's how we get it in. Because Tony he real laid back. But he does like doing fun things, though.
I know,
and he is fun.
I see him everywhere you go. He's right there with a smile.
Yeah. Tony, well, he's off the subject a little bit, but that's my high school sweetheart. So we were friends first since we was 15 years old. So Tony is like
your first love.
Yes, and he is. We've been together forever. So that's like, it's just easy now. It's just good and easy. Yeah.
Look how she's smiling, guys. I mean, that is it love that I see. But that's a beautiful thing. Yes. Because I said, look at all these hats you wear. And that also goes back to the fact that he supports you in what you decide to do. Because if you go out and buy the tickets and look, honey, we going here. Honey, we going here. That's a good man there. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He just say, okay, what's the date? Yeah. But he also has, he likes to golf on the side also. So him and his friends.
I told him I wanted to challenge him.
Oh, he'll be ready. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna remind him today.
Yeah, because I told him that
Sonshine said she's gonna challenge you.
That's right. So I said, get ready, woman. Now I got you. But I say all of that is to inspire people to see what I want them to hear as we're talking today. That all that you do, you're being successful like this because of the fact that you got it in order. And you're prioritizing, but yet not leaving anything out. Right. And that's a great thing. So whatever it is that you do, put your heart in it, and do this to please. You're not trying to please everybody out there, the naysayers.
Because you cannot.
Because the naysayers going to try to pull you down anyway.
You cannot please everybody, no matter how good you are at something. Just look for it. Somebody going to find something wrong with you. So,
Always.
I mean, it never fails. So you cannot please everybody. I don't do it to please everybody. I do it to make sure that I'm doing the right thing for what I'm doing.
Right.
And what makes it easy when everybody say how you do all this stuff, because I actually love everything that I do.
Absolutely.
So I love it. So it's like putting on a
That's a part of you.
Yeah, it's like putting on my shirt every morning.
Watch this. And with the deltas. See? That's all I want. Watch that face. That's what I'm talking about. Now, what do you got coming up? Now, how do you juggle with the diamonds? What do you? I know you just took a road trip with the diamonds this past weekend.
Oh, yes. We had a ball. We went to Orlando, Universal Studios, Disney World, Walt Disney World, MGM Studios, and we went to Hollywood Springs. We stayed at the Groveland Resort. So nice to see the oohs and the ahs as we drove into that long little parking lot of my girls. It was just, that's what I do it for.
I got you.
It was gratifying. And some of the babies never been to Disney World, so it was their first time going to Universal, their first time going to MGM Studios. So it was a trip. I mean, I cannot even count the ones that came to me and say, oh, Coach Tab, this was the most funnest trip I ever been on. They didn't want to leave. We had a ball. The bonding time was just awesome.
Right.
Me and the parents, you know, sat poolside, watch the kids in the pools at night, and just good conversation, good laughter, just being around good people. And I just want to say, my Pensacola Red Diamonds parents are the bomb. You met Brandy.
I met Brandy, yes.
Brandy and Brittany Cowles, them two right there. I put them on a project. Oh, it's done. I mean, they would take, like Brittany say, Brittany always say, let's take the trips out the group chat. Let's actually do it, you know. But they are just phenomenal. I could not do it without them.
Absolutely.
I could not. Yes.
But Tabatha, I say that because we have talked about so many things that you are doing and being successful at it. But I want everybody to realize, do you see she's got a team around her that works with her?
Family, friends.
And
sorors.
There she go. I love you guys, really I do. But what I'm saying is though, is the fact that even though you may be the nucleus right here, but look at all you've got around you to make this be total successful. You got a group that you can reach out when you need something for the kids at school. You got a group over here that you can call and say, look, I need this for the diamonds. Or if you're taking on with the church, okay, I got to call somebody at the church. If you got something, you know, it takes that togetherness to be successful.
Oh yes, because you can't do it by yourself.
That's right.
And that's what I don't like, when people try to make it seem like that they did all this by yourself. No, you cannot. There's no way that I could juggle any of the things I do without the help of my support team.
Exactly.
So no way.
I don't
no
blame
way.
you. Coming up this fall, now school is going to come back in, and you know, you see what we're going to do with this next step, stuff that we're in that's already becoming. If you watch the news, last night I was watching on BET, they said, what's the next step? About everything that's trying to be taken away with the education, and Maxine Waters was just coming off oh man, she was coming from the hip last night.
Oh yeah.
And my Jasmine that's there in Texas, right? But when it comes to that, and you see how the world is trying to change us, now that you see, well, we got some decisions. We want to encourage everybody to get out there and speak loudly for real this time, and because we know the situation was at hand. Going back into the school system, with the world how it is today, how do you get there? Now they've been out from under your wings during the summer. Now you got to get them back under your wings for this year. How do you maintain that?
Oh my goodness, that's what teachers all over, y'all can attest to this. That's our struggle. Getting them back in and settled in and back into the groove of things is always a whole month task almost. They'll probably be back settled down by the second week of September after.
Really?
What's that first holiday in September?
Labor Day.
Labor Day. Yeah, they might be good. See, that's why I said when I was in school, we used to start after Labor Day. That was the reason.
We didn't go back to school till after Labor Day.
Give us a little more time to get adjusted.
Exactly.
Yes, going into the new school year, like I said, it's always a task. So you just have to start. You have to start in with the ground running. You have to just put the foot down.
Wow.
You have to just start in, dive in.
So parents, while you're at home in the summer, you know, just think about some of the things they, you know, keep that instilled.
What I would like for parents to do at home in the summer is just to keep them reading every day, keep their mind stimulated, work on some timetables, all of that stuff. Because timetables is really the core of math, especially going to the 4th grade. If you don't know your timetables, how you do multiplication, I mean, how you do division.
Right.
Even with algebra, those little ends, you have to know what the variable is.
Exactly.
So if you know your timetable, if it say 9 times n equals what? So you got to know it's 4.
Listen,
N
you
equals
said
4.
something that I want to talk to you about. I'm going to have to get with Miss Lewis about this anyway, with the two of you. But we got a phone call. Let's see what somebody want to talk to you about. I hope this nail don't knock it off. Let's see here. Okay, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Sunshine. I'm Minnie Savage.
Hey.
I want to ask Tabatha, how can I get in on the next Red Diamond trip that she's taking the girls?
I see she's smiling.
Oh, Auntie, anytime, honey, we can use all the help we can get. And our next trip is D.C. next year, so be ready.
Oh, you going to Washington?
Okay, Sunshine. I'm glad you got on that, Sunshine.
Yeah. All right, darling. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I mean, wow. So y'all going to D.C.?
We're going to D.C. I want to take them to, we actually were supposed to go to D.C. this year, but with the election and everything, the prices were sky high. So we are going to start planning that trip. My 2 girls, Brandon and Brittany, they're going to start planning that trip actually today.
Oh wow!
You know,
hold on, we come back because I don't want to lose this thought. Because
okay.
you may mention to something I want to present to you and Miss Lewis, and I know we're going to do it.
Okay.
Listen, stay close. We're going to be talking more with Miss Tabatha Fields here today, just telling you about all these hats that she's wearing and how she's being successful at that. And of course, at the root of everything, she's keeping God first. Right here, Sunshine's Corner. We'll be back for more. Need a new outfit for a special occasion? Look no further than Viola's Men's Apparel. Viola's has been providing the latest styles and accessories in Pensacola for over 20 years now. We have clothes for every occasion, and we offer consultations and group discounts. You can trust that our care, quality, and class will be unmatched. Viola's Men's Apparel for all of your menwear needs.
This is Wayne at Icon Automotive in Robertsdale, Alabama, and I wanted to tell you more about our powertrain warranty forever. It comes with any vehicle we sell that has 80,000 miles or less at no additional cost to you. We put our vehicles through a tough safety and mechanical inspection before it can have the powertrain warranty forever, giving you a peace of mind with your purchase. This warranty is good anywhere in the country, and it covers 100% of parts and labor with no mileage limit, and is covered as long as you own the vehicle. Come pick out your dealership car at non-dealership pricing with a powertrain warranty forever at Icon Automotive.
Watch a new episode of Crime Stoppers Wanted Fugitives every Friday at 6 p.m., hosted by Sergeant Melanie Peterson and David Craig. Your tips may be eligible for a cash reward, featuring items about officer training, various aspects of police work, and crime prevention information. You'll hear about upcoming family-friendly engagement events as well. Don't miss Crime Stoppers Wanted Fugitives every Friday at 6 p.m.
The City of Pensacola Parks and Recreation Department is so excited to announce its 2024 City Food Scholarship Program, available to city residents, households with individuals that receive free or reduced lunch, SNAP, SSI, or WIC benefits. With required proof of residency and eligibility, citizens are invited to apply for this scholarship program to receive 50% off the daily admission rate to access Cecil T. Hunter and Roger Scott Pools. Log on to our website. Deadline is June 7th. Well, welcome back to Sunshine's Corner. It's been a fantastic conversation that's going on. I got to keep this pin in this thought where I got in my head that I want to ask Ms. Fields about, but we got another call. We're going to see who it is on the phone, so I don't want to keep them there all day long. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have a comment for the speaker.
Yes, ma'am. Go right ahead, ma'am.
It's delayed.
Hello. Good morning, Sunshine. This is Lady Tara. I'm calling just for a comment for the speaker, Miss Tabatha Fields, who is my sister cousin. I just want to say that I can definitely confirm her involvement in the community.
Right.
Teacher, Delta. I just want to say she is doing an immaculate job. And everything that she does, she have a deep love for it, especially those kids. And so I just want to encourage her publicly to continue going and continue doing a marvelous job. And we, as her family, are extremely proud of her.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you, Weedy.
Thank you, Weedy.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
All right, bye-bye. You see what I'm talking about, how people are supportive, but that's what it takes. But what I want to put in your head, when you're talking about the reading, and what I want us to do when it comes to the reading is this. I want to do here, we're going to start a reading book club.
Oh, great. I know exactly one of my former students, a little girl named Elizabeth Rackley. She even she has a book. She's an author.
Oh, I met her.
You met her? Yes. She is a very good reader. I would love for her to come on your show and just read to a
You know what I'm
group of
saying?
kids.
And then what we're going to do, we're going to put this together. So it's you know, the book club is going to be, we're going to choose so many books that they got to read. This is, and some are included. You see where I'm going?
Yes.
And but that's something that just boom.
I'm
hit
on board
me.
for that one.
Okay.
I'm on board.
That just hit me like boom. I said,
Yes.
okay. When we're talking about we keep these kids all focused for the summer, right?
Yes.
Let's have, because at the end, at each book, you're going to win something. You're going to get something. There's a
incentives.
Yeah, something,
That's
some type
it.
of incentive to keep them going.
That's
You'll
it.
be the guest when you complete this book, or you'll be that person when you do this book. But I think that because reading and knowledge is power, we always say that because it is power.
Knowledge
and
is
if we
power.
continue to give them that knowledge, they're going to grow.
That's
you
right.
know, idle minds.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
It's a
we have to
devil's
keep them
workshop.
busy. It's the devil's workshop. But just like with everybody who keeps, that's calling to give you your flowers. You know, don't wait till I leave to bring me some flowers.
Right.
Give me flowers now. You
Right
know what I'm
now.
saying? Give them now.
Yes, I
I'll
can
see
see
them right
'em.
now. Let me see them so I can smell them and enjoy them. That's one thing I know Shirley, she would say, give me my flowers today. Don't wait till I'm dead and gone. Give me my flowers now.
Exactly.
But that with that, I want to commend you as well because I see the things that you've done. I see the thing that you're working with, and nothing has stopped you yet. Because let me ask one more. Do you ever sleep?
Yes.
A little bit.
I do sleep, but I sleep, but I have to have I have to go to bed off of watching my YouTube.
Oh.
I love YouTube. YouTube is just so informative. You can find out everything on YouTube.
Get out of here.
David,
You
yes.
sound like this when I'm in my house. I'm like, okay, how do I put this locket on this? YouTube, show me how to change
I'm
this
telling
bracket here.
you, yes, YouTube show you everything. Good movies too, everything. Good old
Movies?
Yes. YouTube do it all. Yes.
Oh my God. Poor
Research
Tony.
too.
And you watching this in the movie and Tony sleep.
Tony likes his he likes his YouTube too. Yeah. We both love it. Yes.
They always say when they stay together.
They beat it. They
do the same thing. But what's coming up now? Now, we talked about the school, how we're going to get the kids, you know, how we're asking the parents to keep them focused. It's a little bit to get them back because before we know it, those bells are going to be ringing again.
I just said that. Yes, I was telling somebody last night after me and my I called my cousins, my crunk cousin, Lady Tara Sanders, and all of us. We're going. I said after that Essence trip, when I come back from my cousins, it's gonna be time to go back to school.
Exactly.
I mean, it just comes so fast.
Absolutely.
And speaking of my cousin, Lady Tara Sanders, I'm so proud of them. Also, you know, her husband is the pastor of CHOP, and it's so funny because we all grew up together, and her husband is so funny. Pastor Sanders, Chris Sanders, y'all, Pastor Sanders. I have to say Pastor Sanders. But Chris is funny. And so just to see him and how he's leading the community, their church is steadily growing. And because some people say, oh, you remember CHOP or Zion Hope? Well, I support my people.
That's of course.
So I'm going to be at that. So CHOP is like my second church family, but they are doing a plug for her. They are doing an amazing job in the community as well.
No, we're just talking about people who are doing great things.
Yes.
You know?
So
I commend them because I follow them too.
Yes, they are doing awesome things in the community. that's my family church.
Of
So,
course.
Yeah. So
And it's like this, you see, now I think the message that we're trying to convey here today is when you pull a community collectively together, I'll say this till I can't say it anymore, put our resources together, nobody can stop us.
Nobody.
But get out of that crab effect.
Yes.
Get away from that crab effect.
Stop being jealous of one another. Pull everybody
That's
up.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't be that from one grabber. Got to shake it off.
Yes.
No.
Everybody. If we all, I promise you, I just know it from my heart. If we all would come together, it's so many of us that have so many innovative ideas. It's so many of us that are talented, smart, intelligent, and got resources. But if Sonshine, if you have a resource and you know I need something to help my girls go along, why you won't give me that resource?
Well, I'm gonna do it like this.
Yes.
I'm not gonna do that for her.
Yes. It's
No.
not just for you. It's for to broad. We trying to spread love and education through the community.
Exactly.
It's not for me to keep it right here.
It's not gonna go anywhere. You got
I had a girl to
say it
ask.
at home.
Yes, I had a young lady to inbox me. She said, if you don't mind me asking, I wanted my organization to be nonprofit and 501(c)(3). Would you mind sharing the information? Yes, I would love to share the information. Somebody shared it with me. That's how I got to be where I am at.
And sometimes I don't like this. If you're gonna say you're gonna do it, do it.
Do it. Yes.
Do it. Don't tell me one thing and you don't do it.
And you don't do it.
So therefore, it's like that quote I read to you a moment ago.
Yes, that's a good one.
I mean, that's a good one.
I love
it
quotes.
says that the biggest
quotes.
pitfall, the biggest pill to swallow is that no one's too busy. I'm going to say that again. No one's too busy. It's just about priority. If you're not if they're not choosing you, then you're not priority to them.
That's right.
So stop making them your priority. I've read that and I've used that so many times.
Yes.
Because
I need to get that. You need to text that to me.
I'm gonna text that to you. It's so beautiful because it's the truth. Because there's sometimes what bothers me also is that you're available when you want something, but you're not available when I need it.
Yes.
That same thing works both ways. You know what I'm saying? And you always got time for what you want to do.
Yes. But you know, Sonshine, the thing that's different these days, see, when I was growing up, me and my cousins, my grandmother instilled so many things into us. She always told us that. She said, if you don't support people, what makes you think they're going to support you?
Thank you.
And I get that so much because people know that I'm a supporter. I go whether you support me or not.
Thank you.
So it's like they expect me to be there and get mad when I don't be there.
Thank you.
But
you don't come to my thing.
I have not seen them at one Red Diamond function or one Delta function yet. But yet still, I'm still going to support you because that's just me. You know, I just like to support and I like to be around people.
Exactly. So you see the inspiration in why I chose it to go this way today?
Yes.
Because of the fact that you can get inspired. Now, there's a spiritual base to everything.
Yes.
Because if you don't have it with the foundation of the Father, you got nothing.
That's it.
You'll fall for anything.
That's it.
Okay? But when you don't stand for something, you're going to fall through all the cracks.
Yes.
And don't try to change it to make it fit what you want it to fit. You got to go by the deal.
You just said a mouthful.
I'm telling you. But what I say that because of what you do and continue to do. And I love the fact that you're an educator. I love the fact because my sister, rest her soul,
she would get you. She would strain you out.
My father said, "Ooh, Mama Sugar," but she was such a, and she was so sold out like you are for Did I hear you say that? What did you just say? I mean, but she kept going because she loved it. She did it till she died from lupus, and but she fought a good fight. But until she could not take that next step, she was still at that school.
Still at that school, yes. Oh, we teachers stay after hours. They bring work home.
Yes.
You know, actually, I do in the summer. I'm now like researching stuff and trying to get things ordered, stuff ordered for hands-on for certain things. Because each year you learn how to get better and better. So I know for third grade now I kind of got it under my home now under my hat. Third grade, they really really want those kids to know text structures, compare and contrast. I done made the show into a whole school
I love
thing.
it though. Teach. That's what it's all about. Education.
They done made it into text structure. So I've learned every year I learn something to add a little more in to help my kids, and we have been pretty good successfully having the kids pass the test.
Right.
So
is it difficult? I mean, with the passing, was it the pressure?
The pressure for the children.
I'm talking about for the children to pass.
Yes, and for the I can't sleep that night either way. And them scores to trickle down, seeing my babies pass. I'd be like, listen, I'd be looking down all night long. Okay, 3 more came in. Oh, she passed. But yeah, but it's stressful for all parties, all the stakeholders involved, the parents, everybody, because we want the babies to succeed. They work hard.
Of course.
You know, and all of my kids, they actually like to learn.
Okay.
So when someone falls short by 2 points and 1 point, it's like a rip out of your heart.
Can they go back and?
They have many opportunities. They can go to summer school. And then I even get the ones that they come in 3rd grade. We have if they pass that first I-Ready test, so I get them in right then and just start intervening with them, you know, seeing what they're struggling at, going over those standards with them. And I had one girl that good calls out. So she was in my class.
She did what?
She good calls out.
What is it?
She took the test the first of the year, and she went on to the next grade.
Oh, really?
So
that's called good calls out.
Good, yeah. She good calls out.
Go on, girl.
Yeah. So I was so proud of her, and she worked hard. She told me, she said she wanted to go to her right grade. I said, well, you can do it.
Absolutely.
And and she worked with me. Her parent. That's what I'm saying. You work with the mama and the children, and you can get success.
Exactly.
And that baby passed that test.
See what I'm saying? She good calls out.
She was only in my class for 3 weeks.
Really?
She was going to the 4th grade.
Absolutely. And I say that parents, everybody that's listening today, Adrian, good morning. That's another one. There are people that inbox me every day. Miss Ardelia, thank you. I try to let them know that they are appreciated, and that how much that the feedback that I get from them into the show is a help for me to make sure that the right messages come out, because I know what they like, what they're trying to hear. Mr. Hugh King, thank you so much. But what you're doing, Tabatha, you can't put a value on it.
Right.
There's no dollar amount that can take that place.
No, our teachers don't get paid much.
Come on now. You sound like my sister.
But we do it for the children.
You're doing it for the children.
Yes, I would not trade it for the world. I love to see the aha moments that they get, you know, and I just love to see, how much that we work, and for them to realize that they can do it. That's the best feeling in the world, when they realize, I got it now, Miss Fields.
And you can see that la-la in their eyes.
And then they write you a little letter, say, thank you for teaching me how to do this thing. Oh, it just melt my little heart. You know, they just make you like little gushy. But they are, yes, all of that. I love everything about those kids, because they really want to learn. They really want to learn.
Now, we are at believe it or not, our hour is just about up. Can you believe that?
I can't believe it.
You see, when you got good information, the time flies.
And good conversation.
And good conversation. And so I'm going to invite someone else to my living room. You know, this is my little setting to make us have a living room, so you feel comfortable. Thank you. But in closing, I want you to sum up how you're going to inspire from what you're doing for the ones that are watching, to pass it on to somebody else. Words of encouragement for today.
Okay, words of encouragement for today is to love what you do, be passionate about it, and never ever give up on anything that you're involved with, especially the children. They are our future. They are our world. So just keep those babies in your hearts, and just never ever give up on them. Keep instilling, keep pushing.
Absolutely. What can we look out for with the Diamonds coming up? Oh,
the Diamonds will be at Aaron Watson's Juneteenth. I can't remember the date.
June 15th?
June 15th. That's where we will be at. And that's about it for now.
And that's going to be right up here at Museum Plaza.
Museum Plaza.
That's right. You're going to be right there.
We perform at 1:30. I do know that.
Okay.
We perform at 1:30. Yeah.
They're going to be there. And you mentioned something else that you're doing. The Deltas.
The Deltas, we have our white linen again. Shameless plug, July 27th, come down to the Sorority House and purchase your tickets. We still have some general admission seats available, but VIP is, unfortunately, is sold out.
in what, 2 hours?
In 1 hour.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes. Oh, and I'd like to say lastly, the Red Diamonds next year, our 10-year reunion, so we're looking out for a lot of things. We're going to be going on competitions. Tryouts are next year, 2025. We didn't have one the last year. So, but we will have tryouts in 2025, and we will have a big celebration for our 10-year reunion.
Oh, how great. 10 years. Can't believe time has gone that fast.
10 years.
And I want to really say to you and for Jacqueline Harris Preparatory Academy, we appreciate you. We thank you for all the time that you and Miss Lewis and the other educators there put in to make sure our kids are equipped with what they need educationally for tomorrow.
Thank you.
We appreciate that from the heart.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I know I heard this when I was coming in. I think I heard this on another place. But if you would like to get your child into Jacqueline Harris Preparatory Academy, you can do that now.
You sure can.
You can do it. And how can they do that?
You can visit our site, or you can call 850-432-2273. Someone is available at the front desk for you. 850-432-2273.
Get that child in that placement right now.
Yes.
Do it.
Yes.
Well, as we look at the clock on the wall, and it always seems like this when you're having a great time. Whew, gotta close it like I do every day. In my parting, remember this: never, ever lose your focus. Always remember, if you keep God first, I guarantee you, if you handle him first and seek his ways, you're going to be a total success. So until tomorrow, for another day filled with nothing but information, love, and power, right here at Sunshine's Corner, know that I love you with a perfect kind of love. Go out and tell somebody, then help somebody that help is really needed. And I leave you that way every day because I want you to understand, the more we give, the more we come together, the better we are as a community, the more we can do. So please handle it like that. Know that I love you, my dear friends, with a perfect kind of love. I want you to do this. Keep shining while I'm gone, and tell somebody, meet me here in the morning at 9 o'clock. Sunshine's Corner on Blab TV. Bye for now.
Sunshine's Corner, brought to you by Pensacola Parks and Recreation.